Southeast Portland neighborhood still in shock tonight. 2 Portland police officers hurt there during a shooting. And wait until you hear about the dramatic rescue. Good evening, everyone. I'm Anita Casay in for Anna Canzano tonight. We do have live team coverage of the officer-involved shooting. Joe Ranieri talked with neighbors, and he's going to have their reaction in just a minute. But let's begin with K2's Bob High, live at Legacy Emmanuel Hospital. Bob, how did this happen?
Well, Anita, the police say that the suspect shot one officer and wounded them by shooting them through the closed front door of his home. The second officer, who went through surgery here at Legacy Emmanuel Hospital today, was wounded in the stomach as he responded to that first shooting. That officer is in critical condition tonight. This is video of the shooting suspect, a 61-year-old man, we're told, as he was being transferred to an ambulance after he was taken into custody. Police shut down about 5 square blocks around the shooting scene. Police were called to the duplex near Brooklyn Park just after 9:15 this morning after a report of a suicidal man who planned to kill himself using pills. Neighbor Daryl Satchel watched as officers first walked up to the home's front door. Just before a round came through the front door, police say never even opened.
The 2 officers were walking up to the house, and the next thing I knew, I heard a loud pop, and the officers were running out screaming, "Gunfire, gunfire."
A responding officer from East Precinct came through a park, and as he was approaching the house and getting a position to take cover, was shot by the suspect, we believe, with a rifle, a scoped rifle.
Other police opened fire, giving cover to officers who rescued that seriously wounded Portland police officer. A little over an hour after it all started, a police negotiator was able to reach the man inside the house and convince him to surrender. Police have not identified that man, though, again, they say he is a 61-year-old man. Police say the suspect will likely face attempted aggravated murder charges for firing at each of those Portland police officers. Live at Legacy Emmanuel Hospital in North Portland, Bob High, K2 News.
Bob, thank you. At this point, we don't really know the names of those officers who were hurt in all of this, but we do know the first officer is a 9-year veteran with Portland Police. He was wounded by wooden shrapnel when the suspect fired through that front door. That officer was treated at the scene. As for the second officer, he is a 13-year veteran with the Police Bureau. He was shot in the abdomen. He underwent surgery this afternoon and is listed in critical condition. K2's Joe Ranieri continues our team coverage now. Joe, this shooting happened in what neighbors say is typically your quiet neighborhood in Southeast Portland.
That's right, Anita. And when we pulled up this morning, we saw several neighbors spilling out of their homes trying to figure out just what happened, as well as restaurants. A lot of people were dining in this area right after the shooting happened. And this is just what one neighbor told us.
Like 4 boom, 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 boom outside my window, and I was going, okay, what's going on out there? And then a bunch of sirens later on.
Now, within 10 minutes, nearly 4 blocks had been shut down, and dozens of Portland police officers and SWAT team members came screaming through here. Now, we talked to one neighbor who lives just down the street from Brooklyn Park who saw what happened to one of the officers after they were shot.
4 other cops pulled him away from the scene, and an ambulance took him.
Was he motionless? Could you tell?
He was shot in the abdomen, so I think he wasn't motionless.
Now, right after the shooting, Craig and his roommates were told to leave their house like many other people who were living in the area of where the shooting happened. Now, several residents I talked with were able to go to family and friends until they were able to go back inside their homes later on this afternoon. TriMet actually had buses waiting nearby, so residents who couldn't get to friends or family members could actually warm up inside those buses. Now, back here live, just on the other side of Brooklyn Park, you can see on the other side of the park, they're still kind of cornered off, and that is the house over to my off my shoulder where this shooting happened. And so far, no word on when Brooklyn Park will be reopened. And this stretch of road along Milwaukee, where we're at right now, just opened just a couple of hours ago. We're live in Southeast Portland tonight. Joe Ranieri, K2 News.
Joe, this afternoon, the mayor issued a statement about that shooting. It says in part, quote, "I want to underscore, based on what we know, the great police work that has been done today. There was an amazing amount of heroism with other officers providing cover fire to be able to rescue our wounded officer and get him to safety. And there was great work done to quickly evacuate residents in the area. The police responded to this unexpectedly violent incident with restraint and were smart. I am very proud of their work."